Our next guest is a talented young actress starring on the UPN television series Veronica Mars. Here's the lovely Kristen Bell. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Were they playing Ring My Bell?
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yes, we were.
Thank you. It's my theme song.
Name that tune. Welcome to the program. You look wonderful. You look lovely.
Thank you.
Now, let me ask you a question. Are you going somewhere later, or are you dressed this way for the show?
This is for you, Dave.
Yeah. Beautiful. Tell us about yourself, where you're from, and a bit about your career.
I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I grew up on 10 Mile, which now everyone can reference because they know 8 Mile. Yeah. I went to NYU, and I was sitting in your audience 6 years ago,
Is
5
that right?
years ago, yeah.
No kidding. Do you remember who was on the program?
No.
Yeah.
I was there to see you.
Oh, God bless you.
I think...
You know, there are no
Kevin's
refunds.
Space. But it's exciting to be up here. I'm nervous.
It's happy. I'm happy to have you here, and it would if I knew you were in the known. Never mind.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. I'm nervous.
Okay, I don't feel
So Detroit, and is Detroit where you started your acting deal?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I grew up there. I left there when I was 17, but I enjoy it there. Hockey town. It's always a good place.
But
oh, yeah.
You have no hockey now, though, do you?
Everyone in Detroit is severely depressed about the lockout. Well, but Detroit is they're avid hockey fans because growing up, you can't really. There's not an option to be a Tigers fan. I mean, we set the city on fire when we won in '84. That's hard to
they give them kind of
hard
a
to
bad
support.
Name,
but then the Lions weren't doing so well. Now they're actually doing okay, but they're big-time hockey fans.
Yeah. And what will happen? There's no hockey. They're talking about until Labor Day. They won't get it settled.
Well, hopefully they'll come to some terms in January, but a third of the season's over now, so it's a sad thing.
Do you know what the issue is?
The lockout?
Yeah.
Well, it's a salary cap thing, and it's the players, they want more money, basically.
I heard that it was just they were too cold.
They're too... That might be it.
Conditions were too chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's tough.
Yeah. And you're living now in Los Angeles?
I just bought a house.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
a big, important landmark in anyone's life. Nice place? What kind of...
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's just a little house, but, you know, I got a dog, and, yeah.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a mutt. She's a Corgi Chow, and her body's about this big, but her head is like, I kid you not, her body's like the size of a dachshund, and her head is the size of a horse. And I have been stopped, it's so awkward. I've been stopped on the street, and people go, what an enormous head. And I'm like, thanks?
Yeah.
I don't know how to react to that.
So it has the body of the Corgi. It has the Corgi body.
Yeah, the Corgi body, and the legs are about...
And the Chow head.
And the head is just enormous, so she's awkward.
We have an intern like that.
Yeah.
But what's the doggy's name?
Lola.
Lola. Good pet, Lola?
Very, very good. Doesn't make a peep.
And what kind of things do you do in Los Angeles? Of course, you're always busy with your career and stuff, but regular stuff? Do you have time for regular stuff at the house?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, moving in is a big thing. I'm a big outdoors person.
What kind of stuff do you do outdoors?
I like hiking in the canyon. I went skydiving on New Year's Eve.
See, this to me is, I admire people who do this, but I'm not going to do it because I kind of know what that would feel like.
How?
I just can imagine what it feels like to fall out of an airplane.
Awesome. It's awesome, Dave. It was the most invigorating feeling, but of course, when I went to the place, I went in Florida, and there's like 10 instructors, and you go tandem, so you have a guy strapped to your back, and there's like 9 of them look solid, you know, like they know what they're doing, and there's one guy in the corner who's like fixing this blue wig onto his head to jump, and I'm looking around, and I'm going, I know that's my guy. I know that's him, and he comes over, and he's this Hungarian guy, and he's like, Kristen, are you ready?
No,
and I was like, oh my God.
You don't need that.
No.
You don't want him to be wacky. There are certain areas in life you don't need a guy to be zany.
You need stability.
That's right. Now see, right there, I would have packed up and gone home.
But, you know, I went for it. I'd already paid. I figured, what the heck.
Really? And from how high did you leave the plane?
14,000 feet.
And did you have trouble exiting? Or I guess you got a guy on your back. You do whatever
Well,
he wants to do, pretty much.
Basically, they give you a count of 3, and if you don't, I jumped, but if you don't, they push you. I saw people that were like 1, 2, 3, and they were still gripped, and the guys were just like, at their elbows, and you gotta go.
And so what's that first moment when you realize, okay, I've done it? Is your mouth open or closed when you do it?
Your mouth is open, and it's that thing you see on like Funniest Home Videos where your cheeks go like that. You know? You've ever seen that? Where they get really big and they flub?
We have an intern who looks like that. are you just, is it the worst kind of terror you've ever experienced for a second?
For like a nanosecond.
You think, this is it, I made a terrible mistake, I'm dead.
Yeah, and I was screaming, but then, like, 2 seconds into it, and you fall for like 80 seconds, and then you get to control it, and you feel like a bird.
Yeah.
It's great.
Even with a Hungarian on your back.
Yeah. They stay quiet.
Yeah, they do stay quiet. They're a quiet folk. Now this, the Veronica Mars show, what is that about? Are you Veronica Mars?
I am.
Very cool.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the OC meets Twin Peaks. It's like a dark teen drama.
Weird? Is it peculiar?
Yeah, it's a bit peculiar.
And do you solve crimes?
Yes. Yeah, I sort of dabble in my dad's private investigating agency.
Oh, so your father's a private investigator?
Yeah.
And you're Veronica Mars?
Yeah.
And you're in high school?
Yes.
Yeah. And also you work on crimes?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what kind of crimes? Are nasty, ugly crimes?
Some of them, but it mainly it's kind of like has that Laura Palmer feel where there's a murder that happens right in the beginning. It's my best friend, and throughout you're trying to solve that, but little cases that come in and out. It's like a modern day Nancy Drew kind of thing.
Right. Any blue collar crime?
You know, there's a little.
I'm sorry, white collar crime.
What?
I don't know what's the matter with me tonight.
There's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. You enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is this the first year the show's been on the air?
Yeah, we've only had 4 episodes, but it's being so well received. The critics and the fans are they're being wonderful.
And how do people get the UPN?
Get to UPN?
Yeah, how do you get it? Where does it come?
Dave. I think it's 13 in LA. We're on Tuesday nights at 9.
It's on regular TV?
Yeah, regular TV.
What?
Who knew?
Oh, yeah, but it's like a network, the UPN network.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
I knew that. I knew that.
It's got good stuff now.
I know it does. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's good. And now we'll be right back again. Oh, I have to say good night now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Pleasure meeting you. Thank you very much for being here. Kristen Bell. We'll be right back, everybody.